Buenas, I'm Ariana Nieves, the host of Conversations with Coco, and I'm here with my amazing co-host, Steven.
Hey guys, Steve Martinez, Jersey Mortgage. Check it out.
Calling to go when I need all the answers. She told me don't worry, I got you, keep dancing. Future is popping as God is a witness. Saw the new business, always like vision. I told the people accept me for me. I'm trying to be what I'm destined to be. Excuse my temper, I'm just flowing like trees, like the waves in the ocean. Potion got me pulling. I'm holding the crown, please lay down if you want it. You better come stepping with Curry and Jordan. Trend to the music, don't listen to lyrics. I'm searching through myself to catch in my spirit. Senses is clearer, you whisper, I hear it. I'm getting stronger, yeah, I feel it, I feel it. Hey, hey, do not come near me with negative energy.
Buenas, welcome to Conversations with Coco. I'm your host, Ariana Nieves, and I'm here with my amazing co-host, Steven.
I'm Steve Martinez. I am a mortgage loan originator with Jersey Mortgage Company. I'm so excited to be here today with my good friend and superstar entrepreneur, Ariana.
Thank you so much. Wow, I wasn't expecting. Let me
butter up the host a little bit, you know what I mean?
A little bit, sheesh. But I did want to get into it, so you already know that we have our first 90 seconds where we allow our co-hosts to just talk their shit. So I'm gonna give Steven a few minutes to kind of edify himself.
I talk a lot of shit, so this is perfect. But so I work in the real estate industry. I am the money side. I'm the mortgage side. I am what we call each other loan officers. What I do is I work for Jersey Mortgage Company. I've been there for 5 years. The company's been around for 35 years. And basically what we do is we service clients for residential home needs. I have a team of loan officers under me right now that speak English and Spanish. We have a whole variety of different options and products that we offer people, but most importantly, we're trying to expand, and with my team, I'm trying to expand them in to specifically Hudson County into Jersey City. And when I had started looking at opportunities here, one of the people that I actually contacted was Ariana, because I feel she is Mrs. Hudson County right now. You see her everywhere, and you will be seeing her more. And I'm hoping to also get to that level that she's at, so I see my face more, you know, so.
We're at the level,
we're here,
right?
and we're here right now, so here in this beautiful Bayonne luxury rental building.
Right, amen, amen. One great thing that I would love to point out is actually how our relationship started. So I was blessed by a DM from Steven.
I slid into the DM.
Slid into the DM,
Yeah.
Super professional though. That's why I respected it off the top. Yeah. And he had hit me up, and what did you present to me?
Well, I had presented you an actual client, but you just never answered. I was like, I get it, you know, I get it. There's a lot of sketchy people, especially guys out there. We met at that vegetarian spot in Jersey City.
Right.
Yeah. I got introduced to some nice hummus down there. That was pretty good.
Uncle Momo's in downtown Jersey City. Make sure you guys go check them out.
Cut the check, Uncle Momo's.
I love Uncle Momo's.
Cut the check.
Listen, just bless me in hummus. I'll be good. I'll be good, okay? But yes, that's exactly how it happened. I remember you had reached out to me, and with me, sometimes it's difficult because there's like with Instagram, there's two separate DMs. Mm-hmm. There's like your regular DMs for people that you follow and engage with, and then there's like a hidden DMs now. So
no, I see that. Yeah,
yours had slid into there, and then when I had looked at it, I was like, oh shit, like this. Whenever I see somebody coming to the table with a client, I was like, oh, let me tap in. So when I had responded back, and even the response back, he was like, listen, you took too long. And I already hooked them up with somebody else, but I did want to sit down with you and have a conversation. And it butted into something so much more. When we sat down that day, I got the opportunity to learn about, you see, Instagram, don't play with social media, bro. Mm-hmm. When we sat down, we saw that we have so much in common. And not only that, I love how unconventional your business is.
Yeah, absolutely. So one of the things that we do in this business is I tell people all the time, it's just, you got to keep hustling. Right now, this is not the time for you to be steady and not working. I'm working like 70 hours a week, and I have a 10-month-old at home now. That's even harder now. So it's like, I do sacrifice some time with her, unfortunately, but I know in the long run, it's going to work for her.
Right.
So, but right now in this industry, especially in New Jersey, with all these people coming from New York, and it's not going to stop, there's opportunity everywhere. Bayonne, huge landing spot for him right now.
Huge residential opportunity over here.
Jersey City, of course, still, all of Hudson County, Essex County, Bergen County, Union County. It's not going to stop. And one of the things that I just tell people is you got to keep grinding. Like, don't, you know, everybody wants to have like a Sunday off and go everything. But what happens is, like, if Ariana calls me and she's like, are you working today? My quick rebuttal to that is, like, are you working? And they're like, well, no, I just asked you if you're working. I'm like, well, then I'm working.
Right.
So that's how it works. So you got to keep going, man. This is a great time to be in the industry. It's just a great time. It's wonderful.
A lot of people don't even see it that way, which was what we had another thing in common. When everything happened with COVID, I feel like a lot of people kind of use that as a reason to lay down. Like it was like an opportunity to be like, oh, well, fuck it. Like it is what it is. Like unemployment is here, like the safety net version, you know what I'm saying? And you created an opportunity for yourself where you were like, nah, like now I know that there's a completely different pocket that a market is not tapping into. I'm gonna go hard with that, do it some way that nobody else has done.
Absolutely. Yeah, it's crazy. COVID happened and we had the best year of our life in the industry, to be honest with you. People, I know a lot of loan officers, you know, the refi market was booming. That's kind of dying down right now.
That was crazy at the top of COVID.
Yeah,
all of my
everybody
clients
was
were refinancing. Oh.
But now because of that, it's dying down. So you really start seeing who the real sharks are, because let's see who's going to stay doing those numbers, which is what I told everybody at my company, on my team. Get off the refis, because it's not going to keep on happening. You got to start focusing on your realtors, on your purchase business, on the value that you bring to them. And now I'm starting to see even more business coming in, and none of it's refinance. And a lot of that was COVID. COVID really gave people a stepping stone, and now they're just going off. So
people are taking off.
And I'll tell you what, man, like, even during COVID, I feel bad for a lot of people lost their jobs, couldn't pay their rent and everything, but there's still opportunity out there. You have Uber Eats, you have all these things. You can always have been working, and then there's unemployment, so.
Yeah, there's always alternatives, network marketing, just like something with Monet that I do, but there's a ton, Primerica, you know, there's so many things that you can literally get yourself into.
How much of your business did you do just off of Instagram?
Oh my, I'll be transparent with you, about 95% of my closings come from Instagram.
Yeah.
95%. 95. I close more properties on Instagram than I do on MLS.
That's
like generating leads, having conversations. Like I literally create more fruitful leads on Instagram than I do using a dialer. Like it's just a different type of, you have the opportunity to genuinely, for free, right? Social media, you have the opportunity.
For free for now.
For now.
The day that they start realizing people shouldn't be doing it for free anymore. That's why take advantage of it.
You got to take advantage of all types of social media platforms, but you have the opportunity to really get to know somebody.
Exactly.
Right? Through what, I always say that social media is like your resume. Like
exactly.
Somebody taps into it, they see what you're about, what you do, everything.
Also, she never doesn't not answer me now. Now every time I call or text, I do get an answer. So
always,
it's like, you know,
always.
So that's changed. So, but that, you know, that was the perfect setting. That was when I don't just contact people off of Instagram, I do my research. I kind of feel like a company when it comes to that, like, you know, vetting like the new people coming in, you know, should we hire this person? Let's do a background check. And that's what I do. And the first thing I'll look at on a person's social media is their Instagrams. I'll start looking, we'll just keep it to Instagram. I start looking at, like with you, how many followers you had, how many hits on your reels and all the videos. And I was like, whoa, okay. Then I see you're from Hudson County. Okay, that's where I am from, but that's where I want to build my business. Okay, so all the check marks, all the checks were there. Everything, you know, it's just the answer wasn't there. So,
right.
But
then I came back with it. I came back in.
Yeah.
You know what it is? It's also very traumatizing, to be honest with you. It's far and few in between that I get a respectful DM. So, you know what I mean? Like, that was me with my own past traumas, but I'm glad that we were able to make something fruitful out of that.
Sorry for people being weird. But
right,
yeah, no.
So weird, bro. People will even have a business conversation with me and be like, when can I take you out for drinks? Like, you just wasted my fucking time, thanks. Like, I know you wanted to know nothing about this business conversation, but well, it is what it is. But that's why I had respect and appreciated it. And what happened was, from that one DM, we had the opportunity to butt into so many different business ventures.
Yep.
Even to the point where we even got into a bit of marketing together, where we worked with Hardgrove over for the Puerto Rican Day Parade.
Shout out Carmen Hardgrove.
Big shout out Carmen and Evelyn over
yes,
down
Evelyn
there.
too. I'm so sorry, Evelyn and Carmen.
But I think what was really dope about our relationship is that we got to see that two people that are actually from here, from Hudson County, that could have 100% succumbed to their environments, became a part of that 2% of troubled kids that don't.
Yeah.
So I did want to talk a little bit more about your background and your upbringing, and kind of give the world bird's eye view that, you know, when it comes to your successes and what you're doing. Like it's not spoon fed.
Well, it's crazy. I did come from a good family. Mom has done really well. My dad works at the post office. I grew up in North Bergen, but I never.
What post office?
He works at a DVD facility. It's the Carney where everything comes in and everything. So yeah.
My dad worked at the post office in Secaucus. Literally just retired last February.
Yeah, he's 2 years from retirement, so I can't wait for that. So then he can get a natural babysitter. But I grew up in North Bergen, but I never went to school in North Bergen. It's very odd. So I went to school in Union City. I used my, I don't know, can I say this or would I get in trouble? But I used my aunt's address. She was like, I don't know, whatever. But she ran the daycare in the 39th Street projects right there off of Kennedy. And what happened was that, my mom's like, she's working, my dad's working. Hey, your aunt's in the daycare there, we might as well just use her address. So I went to grammar school in Union City, then I went to high school in West New York because I went to St. Joe's, shout out, even though you don't exist anymore. They were unfortunately one of the Catholic schools that didn't make it in Hudson County. And then, so I grew up pretty much all of Western Hudson County, I grew up. Now it's like where I'm trying to spend my time is Bayonne, Jersey City, and trying to build there. But growing up, it was Union City, North Bergen, and West New York. And honestly, grew up, no problems growing up or anything. It was a good upbringing. I can't complain. And I'm blessed that I have a good family to have had that. My sister as well, she had the same upbringing.
Amen, amen. And just seeing that we're coming from Latino based, you want to shout out the culture? You want to shout out the love?
Listen, if you are Spanish, and now I don't speak Spanish, that's my mistake, that I'm what they call gringo, but if you're Spanish and you're from Hudson County, you've had every type of food, you've been to every type of place, anything Spanish in Hudson County is here. You go right on Bergline Avenue. You got Cuban spots, Dominican spots, Argentinian spots, Peruvian, everything. There's everything. It's amazing. But yeah, when it comes to diversity, and I'm pretty sure Jersey City is the most diverse city in the country. Yes.
Number one.
Everything diversity is Hudson County, which is why everybody wants to be here.
100%. Even us, like we're both two mixed kids. I'm a product of two first-generation parents. I'm Puerto Rican, half Italian. And growing up here, I never really felt that like culture shock of like not being white enough for the white kids or not being Latino enough for the Latino kids, just because everybody's either first generation here or you're mixed. It wasn't until I actually like left here and went to college. I went to college in New England and I was like, oh shit. Like,
where'd you go to college?
I went to Johnson & Wales in Providence, Rhode Island.
Wow.
I went to culinary school. Fun fact.
Went to culinary school?
Yeah, I actually used to have a cake business. I did baking and pastry arts. I double majored and double minored. I did baking and pastry arts and food service management, and then I minored in beverage and events management.
I never knew that.
Right.
I would never guess that you would have went, with everything you're doing, I would have never thought you went to culinary.
And I was working at Carlo's Bakery throughout all of high school. And I was like,
where, in Hoboken?
Yeah, in Hoboken.
Oh,
throughout
shit.
all of high school. Shout out to them.
Cut the check.
Right, they definitely did. And I was like, wow, he's getting rich off of sculpting sugar. I can do the same. And that's why I went to culinary school.
They still have lines outside there on
all
Washington?
the time, at every location. You know what's insane? Actually, very random. He is huge in Brazil.
What?
Huge, like Michael Jackson, like
Michael Jackson
of Brazil.
Does he go there?
Yeah, they have a location out there and everything. Wow. So like they have a lot of international following.
Brazil, I wouldn't never guess Brazil in a million years.
Craziness, random.
I mean, geez, that's crazy. I did not know you worked at Carlos. That's actually really cool.
All 4 years. Actually, a lot of my family worked there too. After I started working there, I got a couple of my cousins in there. It literally was like a Jersey City. Like if you were from Jersey City, our generation, like the kids from the block, like we all worked there, and they gave us a great opportunity. They were super flexible with our.
Still talk to them?
Oh yeah, for sure. Awesome. Yeah, for a fact. And they're really dope. Like that's the one thing about the bakery. Like they really are a family knit bakery. Like they show a lot of respect, and that's.
Oh, that's awesome. Yeah.
You can't complain there. But that's what everything is about. Just like push that you don't know. You do not know who you are meant to grow with until you start talking to people that you don't know. So just start building relationships. Your network is your net worth. Trust me. Where you don't fit, refer a friend. That's it.
Yes. What is that TikTok where it's like, oh, how come your business isn't growing? And then they're like,
because you didn't share my shit?
Yeah, can you share my shit? Yes, there you go. I will be honest. My friends are really great at that, and they're all supportive. Every time, I love my friends for that because you know they're not in the business, but if they see me doing well, they'll send me like, oh, great job, Steve. You know that's good too.
Yes.
Support your friends.
Support. So that's gonna take us into our fourth one, and then the fifth one was really supposed to be the fourth one, but we'll do that one last. So the fourth one is gonna be business support. What do you feel like a business support is in your eyes as an entrepreneur from people who are not in your field or your industry?
You mean like just people like somebody who works at like an ice cream shop or?
Yeah, like let's say your friend has nothing to lend you. What does that business support look like to you? Maybe they can't give you a client. Maybe they don't want to buy a house right now. Maybe they don't want to. What is business support?
That's great. So business support is just, you know, hey, listen, all right, okay. So I'm looking. I have a client, right? She's like, listen, you know, I'm having trouble with hair or something like that. Hey, talk to Ariana. Just always support your friends when it comes to things like that, no matter what they do in life. If you have a friend that works as an artist, a struggling artist, get out there and share his stuff. Get out there and repost his things, you know? If you have somebody out there who has, my wife, she used to work at Ani Ramen. Cut the check. Listen, shout out Israel and Luck. But you know, I used to always support her. Like, hey, you know, go out there, share their stuff. Their openings when they had the openings in Summit, Maplewood, they're growing. I think they're out in New Brunswick now. You know, things like that. You're not going to get paid off of it, but you're supporting them.
Right.
Support is so key. So even like I said, when you did your thing with the Hard Grove, I didn't even know about it, and I got super excited because I was like, wow, that's another platform for Ariana. So, you know, you always just want to just show support. Yes, if there's somebody out there who needs something for you know, mortgages, things like that, of course, I would love my friends to go and, hey, talk to Steve. I'm not going to be hurt by it if you don't, because I understand it. But it's always good to have that.
100%. And I feel like even more so for me, business support, I think the support that I appreciate the most is when like someone just tells me that they're proud of me. I feel like as entrepreneurs, we don't hear that ever. So like we're constantly fighting, putting out fires.
We have to say that to them. We have to say that to the people that we work with, which is fine. Sometimes when you're told it, you're like, oh.
Yeah, and that type of support, just like, I'm proud of you. Like, you're working so hard, changes the whole game.
Especially if you're having a bad day. If you're having a bad day and somebody comes to you and is like, man, keep grinding.
100, oof, exactly what I needed. That's me in the morning when I can't even open my eyes and Ed Milet's yelling at me on my podcast. I'm like, thank you, Ed Milet, I needed that this morning.
Also, it works the other way around, where when you're not grinding or you're slacking, somebody calls you out. Get your shit together. Like, let's go. And you meet, because if somebody tells me that but doesn't say anything, I respect that person more.
Oh, yes.
Be able to take criticism.
Yo, honestly though, I feel like Popeyes be having a sweet heat shortage, because every time I ask for them, they don't put no sauce in my bag, and I cannot eat a Popeyes chicken sandwich without a damn sweet heat sauce.
Sauce. Dog. What was the other one? Coffee. That's when it comes out. So talk to me.
All right, so while we're playing this really embarrassing game of pool. Ooh, that was good. I can't,
Didn't make anything in.
All right, so now I get to pick whatever one I want to do.
Whatever one you want.
We're gonna play a game.
Okay.
All right? And
play a game while playing a game.
Playing a game while playing a game.
Gotcha.
This segment is Tell Me How You Really Feel.
Oh, I love it.
So I'm gonna start bringing up some stuff, and it's just gonna be fun stuff. And then, all right.
You could either, if you're a beginner, you just maybe close but usually they, I don't know.
Oh, Jesus. Does my hand go on the part that's
That's fine. You're actually doing okay.
All right, ready? I hit it.
I still think that you're good. Money's gonna come out.
All right, so tell me how you really feel. Casual workwear.
I do not, and I hope the owner of my company doesn't hear this. I hate suits. I'm way overdressed today. I go into the office. By the way, I am solids. You're gonna be the striped ones.
Oh, okay.
I made it into solid. Yeah.
I thought that. Okay, so it's
no, but it's my turn because I made one in.
Oh, that's what I thought.
So you keep going. Yeah. But you're the stripes. Okay. So back to what I was saying. I hate suits. Now next week, this is being filmed in December. We have Triple Play in Atlantic City. You go?
No, I'm not going.
Okay, I got you.
I'm not going.
But we have Triple Play, so you know.
This is my first one that I'm missing since I've been an agent.
Wow. Yeah. So this, we gotta go. We gotta wear suits. I hate suits. And it was funny because when we did this interview today, she's like, "Wear what you would wear." I'm like, "Perfect." Me, if I'm in the office, if I'm not meeting clients, I'll meet them like this. But if I'm not meeting clients, I'm there with a t-shirt and like, you know, jeans and everything. I'm not there like bummed out, like with, you know, sweats or shorts on. I think that's inappropriate. But if you're in a business setting, as long as you're comfortable, to me, that's the way to go.
Right. Yeah.
That's the way to go.
I'm here for it.
It's a different world now. Everyone's like, oh, you gotta, you know, in the past, you have to be in a white shirt. You know, you're in finance, you're white shirt and tie. Yeah, that's great and everything. But if I'm sitting in an office all day, I'm not seeing anybody, what does it matter?
Right, exactly.
Yeah,
I'm not here for the stiffy.
Yeah, man, be
Let
comfortable.
me throw a t-shirt on, man.
That's part of the change that's happening.
100%.
There's still people out there that like to do their suits and everything. I respect that. You know,
Listen,
some people feel comfortable in suits only.
Right, like I will dress up as per the occasion. Like, okay, if it's a closing, I'm gonna go to the nines. Like, yeah, let's sign off on that paperwork. You feel me?
Correct.
But like, for me to go do showings and things like that, like let's be on the same page of comfy casual. Okay, wait, what color am I?
Your stripes.
Okay, I'm stripes.
I'm colors. Your stripes.
Oh well, there's a lot of stripes in this thingy. Let's see if I can do. All right, wait, time out. If I put the white one in, do I lose?
No, but if you put the white one in and you put one of yours in, then I take your turn.
Okay, and does my ball still count though?
Yeah, it still counts.
That might happen right now because I don't really know how to hit this any other way. All right.
I wasn't expecting you to hit that ball.
That's like the last one.
But you actually hit that one right now.
I'm not good at this game. Oh, you know what's better? This, if I do it this way, it gets stuck in my nail. So I did it like this, and that works.
Technically, you're supposed to do it like this.
Oh, let's try that one. Yeah. This one looks like an easy shot. Maybe I could do it that way. Like this?
I'm gonna go over here because if you hit that ball way too hard. Yeah, that works.
Like this.
That works.
This one feels
You can just hit it with your nails. They're so long.
I know, literally. Oh my God, I'm afraid that if I hit this one, the white ball is gonna go in. I'm gonna tap it. Oh, maybe I am a shark.
I'm literally losing right now, and I'm kind of pissed off about it.
All right, now
I
can't. Now I can't do this. Now I don't know what to do. Okay, tell me how you really feel.
What?
Losing this game.
I'm leaving here with my head down and I'm putting it up again. No, I haven't played pool in a while. I mean, I'm not that good either, to be honest with you. But it looks like you're a little better than me right now.
Oh, fuck. That's what I get for talking shit.
That's really talking your shit.
That was really talking my shit.
Look what you got with me. What do I do? Oh.
That one didn't count. Okay. Tell me how you really feel.
Okay.
Mainstream media. Are you into the celebrity bullshit?
Well, shout out to Michelle, my sister is, because she works at Live Nation, so I hear all the mumbo jumbo from her. I went to a Met game with her this year, and the whole way back, you know, we're stuck in traffic. All I was talking about is, how is this artist? How is this artist? Oh, this person's an asshole. This person's really nice. I think people obsess over it a little too much. Who gives a shit what happens with them? There's more things that, I'm just gonna break that up. There's more better things to worry about. I think that any celebrity, what they go through, being constantly looked at, imagine being constantly looked at with this camera all day.
No.
Imagine trying to go to the bathroom and the camera's there. Imagine trying to go out to the bodega and the camera's there. Imagine trying to hit that shot and the camera's there. No, I'm just kidding.
Fuck y'all.
But seriously, like that right there, that whole lifestyle, not for me.
Insane.
Yeah. I'll take my little conversations with Coco instead, you know.
Amen. Listen, it's little right now, but wait on it. I don't
know if I should be doing it then. I don't want to be.
Tell me how you really feel. Ooh. Ooh, wait, hold up. Oh, I thought I was gonna lose that. Tell me how you really feel. Fast food restaurants that are actually family owned. Family owned restaurants. You come from North Bergen, bro.
Fast food or just any restaurants?
Just family owned restaurants. We'll go there.
I mean, so that's funny you say that. Growing up in Union City, we used to go to the same restaurant all the time. I went there for 20 years. I think my mom even got offered to be part owner of it. We went there so much. And it's funny because ever since they sold it, like, I'm not gonna say what it is because I don't wanna, you know, it's not like they'll see this, but I don't think, but the quality's been down.
Yeah. Because
it's not family owned anymore. Right. Family owned restaurants are important. It puts in you put in a lot of work to those things. Restaurants are a lot of work. I don't know how they do it. I complain sometimes about what we do. Ooh, restaurants. How do you feel about like the shows, like the cooking shows and everything? Like one of my favorites is like Hell's Kitchen with Gordon Ramsay.
Okay.
Like how do you feel about that? Because you know, there was a couple people from Jersey City that were on it, and what's it? Pete Martinez, who's from Hudson County. He was on that show.
A bunch of people. Also, Claude. What was it? Chopped. Claude from, well, now he owns Old Town Road, but he was working at Porter at the time. He was on Chopped.
Porter. Okay.
Yeah. But as far as those shows, they're spot on, bro. The food service industry is grueling. I will tell you right now.
But do you think that that's the direction you need to be? You need to have somebody like Gordon Ramsay yelling at you, holding you accountable?
No, absolutely not. I mean, it depends on. Here's the thing that I'm gonna tell you right now. The food service industry is grueling, but it's also a very aggressive industry. Like, your expectancy of survival in New York City as a restaurant is 5% within your first 3 years. And also keep in mind, food service industry is the one industry where you're literally playing with people's lives. If the tuna tartare is not prepped properly and handled well, you can make somebody ill with salmonella. Like, that is not a joke. That's your entire integrity of your life on the line. So, like, yeah, I get it. People get frustrated, like, to that extreme, no, because I would come into work at 10 a.m. because I had to bake all the bread off, right, for the dinner service. So I would come into work around 10, 11 a.m., bake the bread off. I would make a dessert for what is it called? Staff meal. Okay. I would make dessert for that, then make staff meal, and then we would prep for the thing. You made that, right?
Yeah.
We would prep for dinner service. And I wouldn't leave there until the last table, and we stopped serving. Our last table, we stopped taking people at 12.
Okay.
So the last table was done with eating around 2 a.m. until that last table decided after their dinner if they wanted dessert or not. So I'd be there from 11 a.m. to 3 a.m. Okay.
Jesus.
They paid me $110 a day, shift pay. $110 a day from 11 a.m. to 3 a.m. I was working in Tribeca. I was getting double taxed because I got taxed for New York City tax and New Jersey tax. I was paying for transportation back and forth. And at the time that I was working in the city, they were just redoing the World Trade. So that if I missed my 3:15 a.m. train, I wasn't getting on until the 4:15 a.m. And then I'd have to take the train back, walk home, whatever. So it honestly, just the industry is grueling. But the thing about the industry, it's all about respect.
What did it teach you, though?
It taught me that I'm not going to sit here and be smacked in the face to get respect.
I think every job does have a lesson. I tell people this all the time. People are like, what's your best and worst job? And it's the same job. I was a teller at Wells Fargo.
Okay.
And I just stopped doing sales. I was working TV sales, and then I don't know, everybody hits a weird point in their life, and I wanted to try to become a personal banker and things like that, but you got to work your way up. So I'm a teller, and making maybe $14 an hour tops. Watching people having to put in people's $10,000, $20,000 checks. And I'm just looking, I'm like, dude, what am I doing? And then one day I remember a realtor came in and he's like, oh yeah, here's my check. And it was like $3,000, $4,000 at the time. I was like, damn, what'd you do? He's like, I sold the house. I'm like, wow. So then that was the worst job for that, but it was also the best job.
Because it opened your eyes.
Because I was like, I need to get back to sales. I had that sales itch back, and I never went back for that. And every time that I have a moment where I'm like, oh, why am I doing this? I think back to that day.
And you know what's funny that you pointed that out? I honestly feel like, okay, that wasn't my worst job. I've been working since I was 12 years old, okay? But.
Well, that's kind of illegal.
Yeah, but I had to do what I had to do. Getting paid $5 under the table, you know what I'm saying? But one thing that I learned, I'll be honest with you, in that job, when I decided to leave that job, was when I was like, why am I gonna get abused when I can do the same thing and own the business?
There you go.
So that's what really was the turning point for me for entrepreneurship. I'll be realistic, just because, like, I'm telling you, not only food service, not only are the hours grueling, it's physically. I was in the kitchen, bro. If you can't stay the heat, stay out of the kitchen. On my feet, prepping, knives, chopping my fingers open, like anything. Like, it's grueling.
But would you say that your work ethic may have come from that as well, that you have to this day?
Nah, my work ethic is me.
I'm saying, I'm like, you do take something, even though it wasn't what you did.
Yeah.
You do take something from it.
One thing I definitely learned is my work ethic is me. That's something that was innate, taught to me. Like, I've had this since I was a baby. But one thing that I will say about the kitchen is time management. I learned to perfect, because you don't have an option. You have to prep for dinner service. You have to make sure your dinner service is prep, prepared, ready to go. Prep, prepared, ready to go. And if you're short on anything for service, you're getting your ass chewed out. You're getting your ass chewed out like Gordon Ramsay, bro. I have one story. I won't say what chef it was. I won't say what chef it was.
Off camera?
Off camera, I'll tell you. That I worked under. And I was working the pastry station because I did pastry.
Okay.
And then there was a kid that was working the garde manger station. So garde manger is like salads, appetizers, cold apps, things like that. And I don't know, you know what foie gras is? Like duck liver. So it's made.
I think I've seen it on a cooking show. So yeah.
Yeah, it's made as a pate. So it's like a paste that they put inside like a cylinder tube, and then you slice it, and it's chilled, and it's a delicacy. Whatever. The foie gras was wrapped in a clear cellophane wrap to slice it, right? And the kid that was working in the pastry station sent down a dish, and the dish, when it gets pushed down the line before it gets to the table, it has to go through the executive chef's approval. So the executive chef examines the dish, and then it goes out. He sent a dish down the line, and it still had the cellophane on it.
Oh, Jesus.
So he pulls it out, and he was like, who fucking did this? Who made this? And the kid looks at him, he was like, me. And he was like, you see this? He was like, would you want to eat this? Would you want to put this in your mouth? And he was like, no. And he was like, I don't ever want to see this on the plate again. That was it. Let it go. We're in service. About 20 minutes later, he sends another foie gras down the line with the cellophane on it. He takes it off, like pretend this is the knife. This is the knife, right?
Yeah.
He takes it off the foie gras and he comes over to the station, and he looks at him and he's like, did you leave this on the foie gras after I told you not to? And he was like, I'm sorry, chef. He's like, put it in your mouth. Straight like that. And the kid was like, what? He's like, put it in your fucking mouth. And he put it in his mouth and he chewed it. And he's like, chew it. And he sat there for like 5 minutes watching him chew it. And he was like, spit it out. So then he spits it out. He was like, now imagine if you got served that on the table. He's like, if you send me something like that, you're getting sent the fuck home. Like, it's intense, dude. Like, it's intense. Because if you think about it, now imagine if that got to a table and somebody ate that and they choked on the fucking cellophane.
Yeah.
That chef is done. Like, it is really your lifeline.
But see, it's also, his job as executive chef is to make sure that doesn't happen.
Right. Which is why he had to stop it there and
yeah.
set an example. Like, it was also an example that he was setting for the kitchen.
Correct.
He wasn't screaming at that kid, did it in front of all the other chefs for no reason.
What do you think happened to that kid? Do you think he's an executive chef now?
I hope so. I hope that was a lesson that was fruitful for him. And
Maybe that was his life lesson.
And not one that deterred him from achieving maybe something super successful.
Hey, everything happens for a reason in life, and that may have been his lesson. Just like I missed that easy shot.
Well, it gives me more of a shot because I got a long ways to go. We got a couple stripes over.
Yeah, if you're gonna be hustling me, I think it's time you start hustling.
Start doing it. Yeah, no, I wasn't playing. All right.
So like, let me ask you. Damn, that's good. Good shot.
Ooh.
Do you set goals for yourself? Do you do a
Yes.
vision board
Yes,
for the year?
I do.
Do you do affirmations? How
Everything.
How
All
do you
of
do
the
everything?
above.
But what are your goals for this year, and how am I involved in it? No, I'm just kidding. What are your goals?
You're involved in everything for a fact. For a fact. Damn, you beat me. Fuck you. You ain't involved in shit.
But no, well, seriously, what are your goals?
This is gonna be the year that changes my entire life for a fact. I know for a fact this is the year that I'll be able to say that I'm the first in my family to do a lot of shit. I have a lot of huge plans, not only for my personal business, for me, but also like for my mental health, my spirituality. I will say for a fact the past 3 years have been nothing but foundation setting. I've been through a lot of personal experiences that were trying, like to say the least. But they helped me like rearrange my mindset. So affirmations are a part of my daily. My gratitude, I can't go to sleep without journaling. I meditate as frequently as possible. I do child work where I wake up in the morning with a knot in my throat and I'm speaking to the inner child in me that's nervous to start my day. Like anything that I can do, I pray often. Anything that I can do to get my mind right. I think I realized that this year the most in 2021 that like if I don't just put myself first above anything and make sure that like my mental health is not compromised by anything, I will never achieve the success that I know that I'm supposed to. So 2022 is me going into that this year with that mind frame, 1. And 2, I already, just like you're saying, like, you know, as an entrepreneur, you have to like prepare, be ahead of the game, be 10 steps ahead, whatever. The cogs are already turning because I won't allow anything less.
It's funny that you talk about mental health. I've had my bouts with anxiety, and I actually got over it without any medicines.
That's what's up.
I think your medicine either. But it's funny because I tell everybody, you know, if somebody's having like, you know, an episode or something, like don't let your mind play tricks on you.
Right.
Mind's the most powerful thing in you. You know what I mean? Mental health is really important, and especially these days. So yeah, but a lot of that, my anxiety came from when I was working at the bank, when I was having trouble. You know, when your life gets into a better place, when you're happier, when you're doing successful things, you know, you do get better, but people still struggle.
Right.
People still struggle. You don't know what they're going through.
I think that I just learned, like, that aspect of it is to have, like, a human, like, I learned to have grace with myself for this human experience, right? Like, I just learned this year that, like, yo, like, it's full transparency. Like, there is a lot of, like, grace you have to have with yourself when it comes to, like, you know, even my childhood. There are things that, like, I haven't healed from because I didn't even know if they were real, you know? So, like, there's, like, things like that takes time. And until you have grace with yourself in those aspects, like, how do you expect to influence? My biggest goal, speaking of goals, my biggest goal, my biggest purpose, like, the whole reason why I'm doing all this shit is really because it's beyond me. Like, I'm only starting the domino, you know what I'm saying? So how do I expect to heal 5 generations before me and influence 5 generations after me if I'm not healed? You know, it starts there. I
mean, I had a transitional year, 2021. I had my first child, you know, so I had to have a couple months. I started a team. I'm a team leader now, you know, I'm being groomed. I hope to be a sales manager. And, you know, it wasn't, will be. And 2020 was a better year for me than 2021 because I had a lot of things going on, but 2022 is key. And I've been waiting for this. I've been preparing for this year coming up. And just being on this show with your, you know, your audience and everything, that was a big thing for me, you know what I mean? And where I expect, even though I support everybody in the industry, I still want to be the best.
Amen.
I just don't understand like people who you don't want to be the best at something.
Oh my, I
look at the top loan officers in the country. I don't count California because you can sell a $50 million house out there and you're already ahead of us the whole year, you know? That doesn't count out there, you know? Cardi B, $27 million house, $29 million house in Tenafly. Come on. But I want to be the best at what I do, you know? I want to, and I tell people all the time, you got to grow slow. Don't grow too fast because that's when you got to pump the brakes. And I've seen that happen to people. But grow slow and become the best at what you do. I want to be the best at everything. I want to be the best loan officer, not in the state in the country. You got to want to have that mindset, but you can still cheer for your networking and still do all that. But you also got to build your network to become the best. And that should be everybody's goal. You need to be, if you don't have that Michael Jordan mindset, that LeBron mindset, then what are you doing?
Yep, I played sports my whole life, even at the collegiate level. Okay, I played basketball.
I played basketball, believe it or not. Even though this is small, I played basketball in high school. I played baseball, yeah.
Ooh, good to know. But that type of energy, I think about like all the time. Like my dad, again, clearly I'm a daddy's girl, guys. In case you guys can't tell, a lot of my teachings come from that. But my dad used to tell me when I was playing, like when you get on the court, like it doesn't matter, no friends. Like you know what I'm saying? You have to stay focused. And I think about Ronaldo. There was an interview with Ronaldo, and they were like going down the line. It was like I forget 2 other soccer players that I don't know their names. And they were like, "Who do you think is the best?" And they're naming other people. And they were like, "Who do you think is the best?" And Ronaldo was like, "Me." Like, and he had just started. Like, that's the energy you have to be on.
Exactly.
Like, I tell myself all the time, I'm the best real estate agent in Jersey City for a fact. I'm the best real estate agent in Hudson County for a fact. Just because that's the service that I offer. I know myself. I know what I've built. I know how hard I worked to actually be here. Like, and where I came from. When I started this real estate journey, when I had first taken my test, I'm a completely different person.
Yeah.
So yeah, I'm gonna be cocky. I'm conceited. I got a reason.
You never settle. You never want to be the smartest person in the room either.
Amen.
Always got to be. You always have to learn too. That's the crazy thing.
Which is why I'm grateful for conversations like this, because I'm always able to learn, meeting new people. Well, listen, Steven, I can't get this thing back up here. I don't know what is broken here, but it's not staying.
It wasn't us who broke it. I know the camera's in here, but we didn't break it. So.
All right, it was already broken. I'm gonna just leave it here.
Just leave it right there.
Well, now that we went through this entire interview, there's definitely gonna be at least one person that is watching this that is inspired by you.
I hope so.
So if you can give just one piece of advice, maybe somebody that hasn't even started their journey, maybe somebody that's struggling within their journey, that you would give to somebody that is endeavoring on this entrepreneurship journey.
Doesn't matter what you do, just accountability creates success. There's nothing in life that you can't do. If you want to be the best driver, you want to be the best truck driver, you want to be the best realtor, you want to be the best loan officer, you want to be the best cameraman, nothing's holding you back except your self-doubts. You got to be the best. You have to go and do it. You have to go and create your network. You have to go in, and that's what everybody has a network. Nothing can hold you back in life. I hate people that have excuses, you know. And I used to be one of those persons. I used to be one of those people, excuse me, that had an excuse. I had a very important conversation with one of the VPs at my job. You know, I was struggling. I was just like, what's going on here? You know, this was like 3 years ago. He's like, it's you. I'm like, what? At first I was like, what are you talking about? He's like, it's you. What's stopping you? It opened up my mind. And since that day, I was like, you know what, you're right. I went out and did it on my own, and I've been growing every year. Now I have people that I'm holding accountable under me. If you feel like you're just at a point in life, just stop, reset, and then just go out there and just hustle. There's nothing can stop you from making money. Nothing can stop you from being successful. Nothing.
Amen. We're gonna keep it going from there. Steven, why don't you tell them how to access you, your services, where to find you?
You could email me, smartinez@jerseymortgage.com. I'll put the link into my website if you want to apply. On my website, you can go follow me on Instagram, Mortgages with Martinez. Contact me. Always be available, 24/7. If I'm not, somebody will be.
Amen.
Absolutely.
Thank you so much again. And guys, we will catch you next time on Conversations with Coco.
Calling to go when I need all the answers. She told me don't worry, I got you, keep dancing. Future is popping, as God is a witness. Start a new business, always like vision. I told the people accept me for me. I'm trying to be what I'm destined to be. Excuse my temper, I'm just flowing like trees, like the waves in the ocean. Potion got me pulling.